Cabocla was a quiet, unassuming village nestled deep within the Brazilian rainforest. Its residents lived simple lives, far removed from the chaos of the modern world. However, beneath the surface of this idyllic setting lay a dark, ancient curse, one that had been forgotten by most but was about to be brutally remembered. It all began with the arrival of an old, leather-bound book, covered in dust and age-worn. It was discovered by a local farmer named João while clearing out his grandfather's attic. Intrigued by its mysterious aura, João took the book home, unaware of the horrors he was about to unleash. The book, titled Cenas do Último Capítulo, Scenes of the Last Chapter, was filled with strange symbols and illustrations depicting nightmarish scenes. Unable to decipher the text, João brought it to Mariana, the village's schoolteacher and the most educated person in Cabocla. Mariana's curiosity was piqued, and she decided to study the book in her free time. As Mariana delved deeper into the book's contents, she began to have unsettling dreams. Each night, she found herself wandering through a dark forest, pursued by shadowy figures. The dreams grew more vivid and terrifying, leaving her exhausted and fearful. She confided in João, who admitted to experiencing similar nightmares since the day he found the book. Determined to uncover the truth, Mariana and João sought out Dona Lucia, the village elder and a keeper of local folklore. Upon seeing the book, Dona Lucia's face turned pale. She recognized the symbols immediately and recounted an old legend about the village's founding. According to the legend, Cabocla was built upon sacred land once inhabited by an ancient tribe. The tribe had been wiped out by European colonizers, but not before placing a powerful curse on the land. The curse, described in the final chapter of the tribe's sacred texts, promised vengeance on those who disturbed their eternal rest. Dona Lucia warned them to destroy the book, but it was too late. The curse had already been awakened. Strange occurrences began to plague the village. Livestock were found mutilated, crops withered overnight, and an eerie fog settled over Cabocla, refusing to lift. Villagers reported seeing ghostly apparitions and hearing whispers in the night. Panic spread like wildfire, and suspicion turned towards João and Mariana, who had brought this curse upon them. One fateful night, as the villagers gathered in the town square to discuss their plight, a blood-curdling scream pierced the air. They rushed to the source and found Mariana standing over the lifeless body of João, his eyes wide with terror. In her hands was the book, its pages glowing with an unholy light. Mariana tried to explain that she had been forced to kill João to save the village, but her words fell on deaf ears. The villagers, driven by fear and anger, accused her of witchcraft and locked her in the old church, intending to deal with her at dawn. As Mariana sat in the cold, dark church, she felt the presence of the shadowy figures from her dreams closing in. Desperate and knowing that time was running out, she began to read aloud from the book, hoping to find a way to end the curse. The walls of the church seemed to close in around her, and the shadows danced menacingly. Outside, the villagers prepared a makeshift pyre, believing that burning Mariana would break the curse. As they lit the torches, a violent storm erupted, and the ground beneath them began to tremble. The ancient spirits of the tribe had been awakened fully, and they were furious. Inside the church, Mariana reached the final page of the book. The text revealed that the curse could only be broken by a sacrifice, the life of one who had awakened the spirits. With a heavy heart and tears streaming down her face, Mariana realized what she had to do. She whispered a final prayer and plunged a ceremonial knife, which she had found in the book's hollowed-out cover, into her heart. As Mariana's lifeblood stained the ancient pages, a blinding light filled the church and the shadows dissipated. The storm outside ceased, and the ground grew still. The villagers, seeing the light emanating from the church, rushed inside to find Mariana's lifeless body lying on the floor, the book clutched in her hand, now nothing more than a pile of ashes. The curse was lifted, and peace returned to Cabocla, but the villagers would never forget the price they had paid. Mariana was buried with honors, and a small shrine was erected in her memory. The story of the curse and her sacrifice became a cautionary tale, passed down through generations. Yet, as the years went by, whispers of strange occurrences began to surface once more. The villagers knew that some things were better left undisturbed, and that the past had a way of coming back, especially in the remote and mysterious village of Cabocla.